people. I worked in an ice cream place one summer. They love it, man. We sold ice cream, and then like halfway through the summer, our bosses were like, we're not making enough money on ice cream, so we started selling hot dogs as well. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. You think that that's what's gonna boost our sales? We're gonna start selling hot dogs? They got this little like George Foreman grill. I remember the boss was like, dude, we just fucking load them up with butter, dude, and people are gonna love it. They're gonna come back for this shit. And so the way that I would make it is I would take a stick of butter and just rub it across the grill. We created like a light ankle high butter vernal pool and grill the hot dogs on it, grill the buns on it. And by God, our sales went through the roof that summer. There were like multiple old men, these old fat guys that would come through and would get like 3 to 4 hot dogs each and would just talk about how good they were and how this was like a secret spot. So my boss was like actually tapped into something. I thought he was fucking crazy, and I learned something that summer. If the ice cream ain't working, you pivot into butter hot dogs, and you sell them to old guys that might be in the mob. You heal up? I guess that's smart. But honestly, going in a little like battle battered is kind of hot, right? So you came back to have a date with me. You must be really serious about this. I'll have to take you someplace really special. My house. Okay, okay. That's my room. If you finish looking around, we could go in and do whatever people do when they date. Jesus. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not used to dating, but this is very presumptuous and very forward. It's weird on a first date to hang out at your house, for one. Generally, you want to go to a more neutral, like, public place, right? But he's like, no, come inside my domicile. And then he's like, if you want to get right upstairs and start the skull fucking, then why not? Let's get to it. Bingo, bango, dodge, Durango, baby. Let's have some sex. Okay. I didn't really want that heel to go through like that, but it's all right. Kill him with our head. Yes. That is so sick. Drop your blood and your money onto my dome, you silly goose. Oh! Not worth. That's the thing about trick kills, chat. You try to do stupid shit in order to get trick kills. Shouldn't be kicking that thing? Yeah, it's a lesson learned. Would you kick a sea mine IRL? Are my buddies there? Hello, ma'am. Oh, we snuck under that. Let's go. We snuck under that, too. Shortness is great. The hit boxes, those were good, man. We were right under that shit. So, we could return to where we just were and continue to try to make progress there. That does sort of make sense, but for the sake of variety, I think I want to check out somewhere else instead, right? So I say we go to this dark bramble and maybe die to the anglerfish. It's way out there. It's way out there, but that's all right. That's no problem for a skilled pilot like me. Oh, wait. Crunch, how do you tell the gender of the ant? Right, why the hell do you think I'm qualified for that? Why the hell do you think I'm qualified to sex an ant? Doesn't everyone know how to sex ants? I genuinely don't know how to sex ants. Sexing ants? What is this? Hollow Knight Rule 34? Although, isn't there like a queen ant? So aren't all... Wait. Aren't like all the ants male except for the very large queen ants? All ants are female except the winged males. What? Is that true? What, so like all the regular worker ants are females? Worker soldiers, all ladies, girl power. So what the hell are the flying men doing? Frankly, Sister of the Sea. Well, what is it that they do? Besides whine and like drink beer and watch football. Nothing as usual. Yeah, the men of the race are useless and contribute nothing to society, except they have cool wings that they use to fight each other for the right to reproduce, and then they just die. Typical men, bro.
Don't forget to put the papers out for...
All right, yeah. Jimmy. Oh, this is the paper for Jimmy here. Okay. So before... Woo! We made it, chat. Woo! We fucking made it. It's been a hell of a day, but I made it, and I made it even almost kind of on time. And by on time, I of course mean on time by like my third, you know, guess at when projection at when on time might actually fucking be. Wait until I cut off work to start streaming? Hell yeah, Deegan. It was just for you. It was just for you. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Congratulations getting your leaky pipes fixed, Crunch. Thank you, Nutter. I appreciate it, buddy. It was a stressful day, honestly, but it's all good. It worked out. Welcome in, everybody. We got Sister of the Sea, Deegan, Wash, Casey, G, Blue, Hex, Kibber, AGS, Mira, Bird, Nutter. Kibber, you're still up. Go to bed. 9 minutes after projected time equals perfect late puff equals on time, yeah. I was, to be fair, I went live at what time? Let's see. 7:32. Where's my boy? He's actually right here. Both the kitties are laying right next to us. Come here. Leah, you want to give them an Kim? Hold on, I'm gonna let my freak do my hair. Hold on.
Father brushes. Actually, just shit. He's annoyed by it. Like, he looks pissed off at the fan.
Oh, the chin scritches. Oh, it's mad. Rare Mew actually got picked up. Oh shit, let's go. Woo! We did it, chat. Let's get before I like get to yapping and start talking about plumbing for 4 hours. Oh wait, Leah's got Gizmo. Holy.
Happy.
She's pretty chill, actually. Oh, good girl. I don't even see claws poking out. Your claws poking out. Oh shit, Nutter, thanks for the 500 bits, dude. Huge. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, GDO. I barely smoked any weed today, chat, because there was a stranger in our house the whole day. Sorry, I'm like kind of sweaty too. I've been running around doing all kinds of stuff. I'm filthy, chat. I'm filthy. A Fed? No, not a Fed. Just a plumber. Expect that to go straight to cat treats? I will, yeah. Yeah, as I documented in the Discord, I cheated on Leah a lot with the plumber. He did a really good job, and I felt that he had earned my love. The 22-inch. What, Wash? Haven't you ever seen porn? That's how you thank plumbers. I'm sorry, you're inconsiderate. Porn? What's that? It's like corn, but very different. I always give mine a 6-pack of beer and a blunt. I will say there was kind of an awkward moment at the end. There was kind of an awkward moment at the end where he was going through the payment and a tip thing came up and he hesitated for 1 second and I was about to go like, oh, put And then he just clicked 0% and went past it. And I was like, because it was already really expensive. It was $15.90 at the end of the day. Yeah, they fix your pipes. You clean their pipe, you know, with my gullet. This working? Sir? Yeah, don't tip plumbers? Yeah. Squid, did you see that fucking sexy-ass headshot I got you in the Discord? I was genuinely charmed by it, man. You gotta peek it in random. I was making that short with you in it today. And the final frame, I was just like, wow, look at this. That's my boy right there. Every transaction software wants you to tip. Now it's my old man take, but it makes me furious. Yeah, it did seem to me like he out here premise of like, this is not a thing that I tip. Oh, tip. Ooh, nice, chat. I just, well, I was out and about getting stuff. When I was out and about getting stuff, I got myself a fresh set of earbuds. It'd been a while, and the right earbud had been dead for a while. What's up, Beefy? Welcome in, buddy. Addy, what's going on? Audibly laughed? Yes. Yes. Dude, I'm genuinely excited. We might send it like tomorrow or Wednesday. This got to be the fastest I've seen the stream start in a game open. Hell yeah. I'm trying. Hit a bit of a crackle. All right, hold on. Casey, come on, buddy. Casey, how you gonna afford a fucking fursuit if you're gambling all your points away every day? You gotta hang on to that mortgage if you want to fucking deck yourself out. That's all I'm saying. I'm just looking out. That is a good picture of me, not gonna lie, right, dude? Show it to the wife. Show it to the wife. Fursuit redeem? What's up, Waning? Welcome in. Let it ride. How many chat food for a full digi fursuit? I don't know. How much would it cost me to get one of those made? For some reason, went to stream my desktop. The hyperlink included Mira, not Mina. Interesting. Twitch does weird stuff with hyperlinks. Like clips always. Like the clip hyperlinks are weird as fuck because they're always like actual words. Like 7 to 10K. Ooh. Addy with 10 streams. Let's go. Thank you, Addy. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging around all the time. For real. I always look the best when I'm being an embarrassment to my country. Fursuits equals 5 plumbers. Okay. I can hear so good with these new headphones. Let's get recording because I want to keep yapping and everything, but we can just do it while we're playing the game. Because we're gonna go till like 10, you know, maybe 10. We might go a little late. We might go 10:30, 11, maybe. But it's just gonna be a shorter stream tonight because my day, you know, was my day. What's that? Yeah, say we're getting breakfast with my mom tomorrow, and she's bringing family heirloom gemstones for us to look at for ye old engagement ring. Which, by the way, actually, Squid, if you're here and you're listening. Squid, if you're here and you're listening, can you text me the name of that jeweler you went to that was around us? Please do not say the specifics in the chat, but can you text it to me? LFG BTQ? Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll text you. Thanks, Yak. They were good to me. Nice. Yak, what's going on, dude? I feel like we haven't seen you around in a while. Squirrels, 8 months. Dude, it's been 8 months already? That's crazy. Welcome in, buddy. Thank you for 8 months, man. Dude, I'm still on cloud 9 about my riddle yesterday. Dude, it was an awesome riddle. That was genuinely such a fun Noita day. Like, I always love playing Noita. Noita's great, but yesterday was like a high point stream. I legit like came off yesterday's stream being like, that was awesome. You know? Where I love streaming in general, but like yesterday in particular was fucking sick. Been chilling, very busy. Hell yeah, new job probably. Yak, I know you climbed the social totem pole. Nice. Who had hooked us up with the Jewelry Connect, Chad? Just sent my crunch. Let's go. Thank you. Felt like fresh Noida? It did. LFG BBQ plus plus. What was I gonna say? I already got a comment. Fakor and the other, you know, spoiler heads, I feel, or the riddle heads, I feel like you'll appreciate this. I already got a comment from somebody being like, loved the spoilers. I hope you do this for a little while. They were like, this is great. I'd be happy if you did this for a while instead of going to the wiki, which is exactly the attitude I was hoping to see. So really stoked about that. And, you know, kind of reaffirms that it's the good play. All right. Also, chat. Hoping you would actually use the wiki more. Thank you for being a contrarian, Yak. We always need the opposite opinion in chat. Thank you for being the straw man. What was I gonna say? Tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Depends. Tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, we're going to be launching a new edited video, and I'm feeling very positive about it, chat. So I'm going to try and actually get you motherfuckers to watch it right away to give it a nice launch. Because I think we might have something here. One day, I hope to see you compare your map to the wiki map. Definitely going to do that. I got to update my Noida map. We need you, chat. We do. Cooked some upgrades last night? Yo, Fakor, let's go. We can do long multi-part riddles now? That's awesome. That's sick. Holy shit. We might, dude, thank you again for doing this. I don't want to oversay it, but like, I feel like we're actually building a cool-ass resource here. Genuine. Stoked up, man. Stoked up. The ultimate feet collection video? Imagine. Just like 48 minutes of my feet. Gotta know, do you have a copper allergy? I don't think so. The joy to help build stuff? Love it? Hell yeah. Thank you. Progress? Alright, hold on. I keep saying I'm gonna start recording and then I don't. Yeah, I don't think I have a copper allergy. I feel like I've sucked on pennies before. All the mods' feet? I haven't seen any of the mods at all. Getting to see their feet would be like crazy for me. I never bring it up, but of course I'm insanely curious what all you fuckers look like. Feet channel in the Discord, Foxes. Yes, now we're talking. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Happy Monday. You can't ask the mods to see your feet? I didn't officially ask. I just insinuated that I'm curious. Or I guess I didn't even insinuate. I explicitly said that I'm curious. Which is fair. Honesty is a good tenet. My feet aren't special. 10 toes, 9 toenails, just like everyone else. You get hungry today, kid? Have a little chip off the old foot burger? Hey, what's up, Buffet? Welcome in. Can't stay for long. I have D&D in about 5 minutes, but I thought I'd pop in. Oh, shit, let's go. Well, I appreciate you jumping in. I hope you have fun in D&D. If you feel like it, tell us about your campaign. If not, that's cool, too. Let's start recording. What's up, everybody? Welcome back for some more Mina the Hollower. We're gonna jump into it. We got a late start to stream today, so we're just jumping right into the game. Right back into Mina. I've been having a great time playing this anyways. And if I remember, the last thing we were gonna do is go investigate mirrors in other parts of the world and try and open up some fast travel. So let's go ahead and do that, man. Let's go ahead and do that. We can go over this way first to the Queensberry Crypt. Should be very easy baby enemies. Should be very easy baby enemies going this way, so I'm kind of looking forward to it, honestly. Right, and we have this weird-ass weapon on. Now, here we go. Is it normal for one testicle to hang a little lower than the other two? I actually think it is. I could be wrong. I can't really think if one of my balls does that. I guess I just haven't looked that closely, but I've definitely had friends talk about it, you know? I don't remember where this mirror is gonna be. It is normal, yeah, right? Crunch, you missed the other two? What did I miss about the other two? Hey, what's up, Stripe? Welcome in, buddy. Good to see ya. Foxes, talking about your D&D campaign. I am a Tengu bird guy. Yeah. And we're playing a Japanese horror-themed campaign. That's awesome. That's very, very cool. I ran Curse of Strahd at one point. I really enjoy like a horror-themed campaign as a concept, and Japanese horror's sick as fuck. Love that idea. Yep. Whoop. Do you think one ovary hangs lower for the ladies? I mean, not in any of the diagrams I've seen. They're generally pretty, like, when you're looking at, like, you know, the fallopian tubes or whatever in, like, the video in 5th grade, they're generally pretty equal. But then again, balls would be on a diagram as well. So I guess we can't exactly say that it's conclusive proof. Also, ladies aren't just, like, looking at their ovaries while they're, you know, dumping piss into the toilet bowl like guys are. Not looking at their ovaries, but, you know, their equivalents, if you will. Yeah. Don't worry, I checked that last night. Dusted out the microscope, did ya? Thanks, Squid. Thanks for burning my ball size, bro. Love to hear it. Gives me something to aspire to, you know what I mean? Billionaires seek immortal life. I seek the heaviest, saggiest balls this world's ever seen. Go under him, then make him pay in the tuchus. Anytime, bud. That's what friends are for. It's true. It's true. There is usually a dominant boob, though. That's kind of true, actually, squirrels, in my experience. It's not by a giant margin, but generally one of the boobs seems to get a little more love from, like, the fat-producing factory in the woman's body. I'm not exactly sure that I can get more scientific than that, you know? I saw a study once that said that boobs get bigger when given more attention, as in, like, if you play with someone's boobs more, they're gonna get bigger. And I don't think it actually checks out or makes any sense, but I choose to subscribe to it as a belief because I think it's good. It's good to feel like I'm making a difference in the world when I'm, you know, doing a hobby I enjoy, like grabbing boobs. Yep. Might just go do science. Hey, we got a health potion back. Hey. What the fuck? Brother, you are not cut out for this life. You're gonna get one tapped. You ready? Dummy. Me massaging any muscle sure makes it bigger, right? Not the dick. I'll say that much. Unless, is your dick not a muscle? I feel like your dick's a muscle. And by, I mean the royal your, by the way. I don't mean yours in particular, Blue. Though, I am saying yours in particular in addition to all others, if we actually want to get down to it. It's a pressure vessel? Isn't a muscle just a pressure vessel? When pressure's applied, it pushes or pulls, and when pressure's not applied, it doesn't? Yep. Isn't it a bone? It's definitely not that. Starting off strong with dick talk? Yeah, that's what it is. It relaxes and inflates. I feel like muscles kind of do that. Has my name on it. All right, then. No gravestone left unturned. This is very Miyazaki. Oh. Yo, what the hell? Yo, what? Welcome to hell. Talk about fingers don't have muscles? Fingers don't have muscles? How the fuck are they moving then, Bon? I thought we need muscles to move. Bones don't do it on their own. That's why skeletons aren't real. Fuck! God damn it, my bones! Tendons. Tendons. And what's different from a tendon to a muscle, apart from, you know, pomp and circumstance? 33 a.m. and I haven't slept yesterday at all, so I'll go to sleep. Hey, we'll catch you later, Kibber. Have some good sleep. All fingers have muscles, but not all muscles have fingers. See, that makes sense to me. Isn't the tongue the strongest muscle? I don't know. I think hippos are the strongest. Their jaws, you know? Should we do this grave thing now? Tendon connects bone to muscle. Well, what if there's no muscle to connect? As has been, you know, posited by chat. Hear me. It's actually a good thing we're coming back here, chat. The game is rewarding backtracking. Which makes sense, obviously. Then it's a ligament. None of this explains ears. Well, yeah, ears are kind of just... Whoa, hey, oh. Yep. Where am I going with this, dog? Where am I going with this? Yep. Not there. Yep. I feel like there were statues back at the very start, and I could see it being a thing where the challenge is to bring it a far way. Please tell me this was right. I've come so far. Nope, not that. Hey, chat. Chattanooga. Let's fucking go. Whew. I remembered something. For some reason, I remembered thinking about having to bring one of these, like, needing a head from far away. You turned green. This game makes me nostalgic. This game's so good, Leah. It's just excellent. Oh, all for this. Upgrade spark container. Oh. Yeah, it's very Zelda coded. Okay, that's actually a very good upgrade. Nice. Worth our time, Chad. Worth our time. Head from far away hits different. That explains sex tourism. Get. No tendon. The finger muscles are just in your hand, I think. Fingers actually don't have many muscles in them. They're mostly tendon and bone. I guess. They're kind of skinny. Well, most people's are kind of skinny. Mine are kind of chonky. Gotcha. I will go back and check out Hell some more in a minute, chat, but I want to finish the objective I'm doing here first. Yep. I actually like this weapon quite a bit. I wonder if there's going to be a trinket that makes it... What the hell? I picked up the umbrella? I wonder if there's going to be a trinket that makes it if you do damage when you, like, come up from being burrowed under somebody. I would love the Gooch to Mahe build. You know what I mean? Become Usul, become Shai Halud, and then deliver pain unto those that wish to harm you. You know? Idiot. Whoop. Dimitri the Dinosaur is my boy. That's a good name. This is fun, chat, just being in an area where stuff, like, is just a baby to me, you know what I mean? Like, we're very strong here. I'm playing poorly, and, like, it's fine. Yo, you can hit him with the fucking snooker tech. Crazy how snooker permeates all cultures, chat. Like, spirituality. Alright. Go up there, that's how we get to hell. Which is good to know, I am curious about it, but... What was down here again? I remember this was something. The spike vault. Right. Yeah. Down here leads over to the crypt. This is good, actually. I'm, like, remembering the fucking zone. What's this? I missed this last time, dude. Previous me's dumb. How the fuck am I supposed to get those? I need the thing that lets me move over spikes. I need the thing that lets me move over spikes, man. Whew. Ages, my nephew has seasons. I still have the guy, but I'm hunting for original copies of the games. Nice. Balls and holes. Every culture loves putting balls in holes. That's true. It's just it's a concept that comes up, like, naturally. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like all of us have been in a situation that could be reduced down to, like, you were standing somewhere with your buddies and someone was like, how much you want to bet I can get this rock in that hole? Like, not exactly that situation, but stuff that's the essence of it naturally comes up. Yeah, obviously golf. Thought the other way you went to hell was if you touched your peen before marriage. Yeah, you're not even supposed to wash it, dog. Yeah, that's for your wife to do? Jay, what's going on? Be back up here. This is a fun little walk down memory lane in Queensberry Crypt, bro. Okay, wait. I needed to change out my trinkets. Most sports balls about balls and holes. Yeah. Yeah, and I was saying that, like... I guess let me give an example that is not a ball and a hole. It's like the kind of thing if you were, like, sitting on the street and there were shoes hanging from the telephone... lights and somebody was like, hey, you want to bet I can hit those shoes with this stick? That's like the same kind of thing, and all of us have done shit like that, you know? It's very quickly becomes ball and hole. Okay. Less damage and walk steadfastly on spikes without being knocked back. Balls between upright posts, yeah. Hockey puck is not a slice of a ball, true. Till Brad Pitt comes along with an Excel sheet and tells you how he knows everything about players. Squid, I'm not gonna lie, I thought about watching Moneyball last night, dude. I saw Moneyball, I was looking around for something to watch, saw Moneyball listed, and I was like, you know what? Good movie. Good movie. J. Jonah Jameson flight. Not the Blood Ravens. Brad Pitt shows him in person. Then you tell me about whatever his special interest is. Watch Jonah Hill. Watch Jonah Hill glaze Pitt for a solid hour and a half. Great sports movie. Actually, an insane take. Moneyball is genuinely good. Squid's just bitter. Squid's just bitter because he thinks it betrays the American values the sport once stood for. You know? Which is not a defensible opinion. Dude, make that into a short. I'm telling you, people agree with me. People like Moneyball. Moneyball's a well-liked film. We need to have a better punchline if it's to be a short. We really do. Is there any actual game played in Moneyball? They show games. I remember seeing Chris Pratt on the field. I remember seeing Chris Pratt when, you know, back when he wasn't like an insufferable cunt, basically. And he was like a little out of shape and a little chubby and likable. And he was like doing like games and stuff. They don't like hyper focus on any of the games because that's not what it's about, man. That's not what it's about. It's about Brad Pitt crunching numbers, thinking thoughts, and like sitting back and not watching the game because he can't handle it. You know? Walking across the spikes while screaming the whole time. You know it. What's up, Autumn? How could you have a sports movie and not focus on the game? Because it's about, you know, the people. Because it's about the people, brother. It's not really about the sports. Are we down in the goddamn bayou? I don't want to be here. Chris Pratt. I miss likable Pratt, too. I miss likable Pratt, too. Parks and Rec, he was so, you know, lovable. You're wrong, plain and simple. Moneyball is not a sports movie. Hey, you might, you know what? You might get me on Moneyball not being a sports movie, but if so, that might explain why I like it more than other sports movies. Because it's just a good drama. It's like a pretty well-written and acted drama and stuff. And don't get me wrong, Brad Pitt's a piece of shit and all that, but like, you know. This is interesting. I'm gonna connect the world more later. Get Marvel sponsor personal trainers and suddenly you're holier than everyone else? Yeah. I remember there's that fucking legendary post from Rob McElhenney, the dude that plays Mac at Always Sunny, where he puts up a post of him in like insanely good shape. And the whole thing is, I forget, like I'm going to paraphrase, but it's something like, he's like, look at that, everybody. It was easy. All it took was, and then he lists like a trillion things. He's like, waking up at 4 a.m. every day, having your workout regime and nutritionist paid for by movie studios, working out 3 times a day, eating nothing that tastes good. And like all this stuff, you know, just talking about how like literally unrealistic it is to like do that shit. Who doesn't want you anywhere near that screen? That's a lot of spikes. Well, I solved it. But hold on, I don't need the spike guards anymore. Put the soot sprite back on. Hugh Jackman said multiple times getting in shape for Wolverine was basically torture. He fucking loves doing it, though. Hugh Jackman loves doing it. He's a fucking sicko. You know what I mean? Listen to Hugh Jackman talking about what he did to himself for Les Mis, and you honestly know that the directors were probably like, don't do that, you're gonna hurt yourselves. And he was like, it's my art, man. You have your art, I have my art. Let me not drink water for 72 hours straight before I fucking sing in the rain. You know? Dude's actually unfucking healthy. He does look ripped, though. He looks ripped as hell. More money than most people ever see. Easy peasy, yeah. Just inject testosterone. No, it's funny. My dad's like a pretty typical, like, you know, middle-aged man. And I say this like not trying to put my dad down at all. Like, not particularly in shape, has a beer gut, you know, the regular 9. And he, like, goes to a gym to, like, look out for himself. And he definitely, like, you know, he works out. I don't know if he's working out, like, crazy hard or whatever, but he's working out to, like, take care of himself. But the fucking guy that runs the gym, you know, is this typical, like, roided out, like, you know, older dude who both sells steroids and weed to his clients. And he, like, my dad tells me all the time about how he's, like, repeatedly tried to get my dad into testosterone. And my dad's like, bro, no. That is not what I'm doing here. I'm here so that, like, my doctor and my wife are happy, doc. You are barking up the wrong tree. Yeah. Let's try to hear in the wilderness with Hugh Jackman or Viggo Mortensen? Absolutely Viggo Mortensen. I've heard like nothing but good things about him, even if he's a little weird. But most of the people I really like are weird, you know? So that lines up with me, man. Jim, does he go to? Give me his number? Oh. You don't want to meet that guy. He's nice, but fucking a lot. Follow Vigo into hell. Once I hit 45, I'm replacing any hormone I can find. Hey, I mean, it works for you, man. I actually, you know what? I feel like my dad, he takes some stuff, but I know he doesn't take steroids. I know he was like, I'm not taking steroids. But he might take testosterone now that we're like yapping about it. Oh, hey, pretty pushed you. Because I just think like a lot of guys get prescribed it when they get old, you know? Then again, I don't know, and I'm not trying to dox my dad's fucking hormones. Feels like I should be able to get in there, man. We're gonna get all the fucking way up here and then find that it's right at the end by the boss, where I remember there's that shortcut from the, like, lake up here. This is kind of just good practice, though, and we are farming small amount of... Yeah, we're back in the fucking actual place. God damn it. See that clip of Vigo buying the set horse for the stunt rider because she couldn't afford it? Class act. Class act. Vigo's a legend. He was like, this outfit isn't worn enough for a ranger. I'm going to hike the 10 miles to set. Yeah. Kind of a crazy person. Kind of a crazy person, but excellent aura. Excellent vibes. There's some meme... There's some meme about how he's the perfect cast for Aragorn because he is at once, like, pretty, like, you know, masculine and, like, heroic and a leader and stuff like that. But simultaneously, no woman would feel uncomfortable with him in an elevator. You know? I think there's an astute observation there. Yep. Yep. That's actually kind of a fucking sick way of handling that. We're literally just going through this whole dungeon again. Sorry for the Mina heads that are like, you don't need to do this, but I'm looking for the mirror, man. I'm looking for the mirror. They want most of the male leads in Loader, though? Yeah. I feel like Gimli wouldn't seek it out, but he would look at an upskirt given the opportunity. You know what I mean? He's old. And then the refresher course is nice, yeah. It's also not like it's taken us a huge amount of time. Gimli would have the audacity to ask for a single hair. Yo, give me one of them pussy strangs. Yo, Galadriel, let me see one of them cunt hairs. She's like, shit, dog. Pussy strikes. Yo, Gaddy. I got a world treat for you, girl. Oh my god, man. Tango. Tango. Hit him with the dodge and then finish with the Durango. No! Huge. Woo! You have to mark that I did, Mira. That one got me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty proud of pussy strings. Yeah. I don't need to do you. Dude, the mirror's gonna be up in this final hall. I'm feeling it now. We could have just skipped this whole dungeon. Well, that wouldn't make sense, though, right? I remember seeing a thing saying there was a mirror in Queensberry Crypt. We fucking one-tap everything. Why is Gimli now Elwood Gutworthy from the first Dungeons & Dragons movie? I actually don't know. Are you talking about Honor Among Thieves, like the recent one? Or are you talking about like the 2000s one with fucking Jeremy Irons and that dude from The Mummy? Yep. Because that one I don't remember at all. Honor Among Thieves or whatever it was called, I liked quite a bit, actually. Pretty good fun. Hey, what's up, Cooper? Yeah, good to be back in an area that's not murdering us. I think I'm a little little bit kind of wasting our time, but in these games, me personally, just for like fun, I like going back to old areas, checking for stuff you missed. You know, it's kind of comfy cozy. Fun, man. What are we doing here? Honor Among Thieves is a good movie. Really captured the essence. Yeah. Hey, what's up, rats? Welcome in. The 2000s one gotcha. Yeah, that one I don't remember as much. Got plenty of time. Stream just started. True. Retreading isn't bad. I mean, we already found hell, which is a new thing. I want to find the mirror here in Queensberry Crypt. That's what I'm actually like looking for. Might be outside of here. I don't know, dude. I feel like I do remember seeing one. Oh, it's over there! Yo, it's behind my head right now, chat, but there it is. Also, is this a charm? Buy it. It is. It gave me the equip thing. I want all the charms. Yo, chat. And now, don't even look at it. Just push into it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Actually fruitful. Actually fruitful, chat. What's up, pal? Are we? Wait. I forgot there are enemies here. Beep. Holy dick. He's got King Bible. He's so cool. Holy shit. How do you do, fellow kids? Problem with elves, they ain't got no meat on their bones. You got to get yourself a nice 250-pound dwarf with hair on her chin you can hang on to. Actual quote from the movie. You know Gimli's got that fucking dog in him. Yeah, Breath of the Wild Lionel ore is actually accurate, Cooper. You're right. Gimli definitely the kind of guy that fucking loves to eat ass. You know what I'm saying? You smelling Gimli's mustache, Chad? We can handle this fight. Also, can I walk on the puddle, the poodle? I can. Just get out of that so that circle's pain, man. Unload. Unload the damn dishwasher. Get out of there, kid. Oh, that protects him. Fuck. I just wasted so much ammo. This weapon's cool, man. Once again, I feel like the weapons in games of this style are usually less complicated. And these aren't insanely complicated, but they're complicated enough as to be, like, fun and engaging more than I would expect, basically. From something like this. Like, it's not like it's like fucking Monster Hunter, but there's, like, something in that direction going on here that is nice. What the hell? Ah, we're gonna have to get them all to get through that way. Heal me. Like a hound. Slash to the slash feels nicer than the quick attack on the hammer. It does, actually. It's good. All right, and this takes me back to town, right? Hey, you gonna say anything now that I opened? No, you're not. We're gonna have to do. Gonna have to get all of these mirrors if we want to get to the orrery. That's why we're doing this, by the way. Now I'm back in the Grand Hall. Sweet! Okay. Now, chat, that we did that, we accomplished that objective. Now I say we go peek at hell. And honestly, I think it's gonna be faster if we just go back to... If we go back this way, out the city. But that was fun. I already kicked it past the bridge. My favorite part of needlessly introducing Legolas into the Hobbit movies is that it implied that the dwarves were such fuck-ass dipshits that Legolas came out the other side still racist to have character growth with Gimli later on. That's true, actually. The Hobbit movies have moments that are redeemable, especially towards the beginning. Like, the first one's alright, you know? But really, not excellent. In my opinion, overall. I'm not a big fan. I appreciate them enough as just like it's fun to spend time in Middle-earth, and that's about it. I feel like there's a lot of things that are just such direct downgrades from Lord of the Rings. Not that this is a hot take either, like, you know. Does this game have garlic? Not yet, but if it does, by God, I'll find it. Okay, and then hell was like right here, right? Yes, sir. Am I gonna have to spend a Kier there every time, Chad? Oh, it wasn't this! It wasn't this, it was the other one. The Hobbit was peak? You're a fan of the Hobbit movies? Hey, I won't yuck your yum. Enjoy what you enjoy, but they weren't for me. They weren't for me. Great short story book. Yeah, I enjoyed the story quite a bit. I think I did read it as a kid. I've never actually read Loader, though, which I should do. The closest thing to reading Lord of the Rings that I've done, I think I've told you guys this story before, was honestly, this is a cool, good memory from my childhood. I was lucky, and I had who was kind of considered, like, the cool third grade teacher, chat. Obviously, we're talking about fucking third grade, yada yada. But I got lucky, and I had the cool, like, pseudo-experimental third grade teacher. And one of the things he did that, like, kids were really excited about and made you want to end up in his class was... Yeah, I want that shiny. Was, after lunch every day for the entire year. After lunch every day for the entire year. Or at least, you know, pretty much every day. There were probably exceptions and stuff I don't really remember. He would recount to us, not directly read from his memory, and he would, like, freshen up on the books and stuff as he would go. But he would just story tell to us. We'd sit down for, like, however long after lunch, and he would sit down and he would literally just tell us the Lord of the Rings. It wasn't The Hobbit. He started with Fellowship, worked his way through all 3 books. And so the first way I heard Lord of the Rings was as, like, literally, like, sat down in a classroom full of children all intently listening. And it's, like, a very fond memory of mine. And, like, looking back as an adult now, I'm sure he didn't get everything right. I'm sure he changed some things to be appropriate for the class. I'm sure, you know, like, all that kind of stuff, all those concessions that you would expect. But it didn't matter. Definitely, like, the main beats of the story were all there, and it made it extra fun for me to watch the movies. Because I was expecting certain things to happen that I was excited about, like Shelob, you know? Bro, this was before. This was before fucking... The movies were coming out, like, during this year. Like maybe the first one had come out or something, but it was, like, all the movies were not out at the time. Because I remember going to see Two Towers and expecting Shelob to be there, and then being disappointed when she wasn't. I don't think he sung any songs. We also I just called you guys class instead of chat, 'cause I was thinking about the fucking third grade. Another cool thing we got to do in that third grade class was we did a Harry Potter play. This was back before the J.K. Rowling transphobic, you know, controversy. All the books weren't even out at this point. We did a Harry Potter play, and the way we wrote it was literally he stood at the front of class with a giant pad and was just like, okay, class, what happens next? And we were all like, Harry goes to class. And then somebody else was like, no, he goes to Quidditch. And then the teacher would be like, okay, so what do we think? Is he going to class or Quidditch? And, like, we'd be like, oh, and we'd, like, you know, decide something. And then go back and forth. And he literally, like, directed us through writing an entire script together. So we spent a while doing that. I'm sure it wasn't, like, a super long play. But it had scenes. We all had parts. We all had parts. And it was very fun. I played Malfoy, chat. I played Malfoy, and I remember the play we put together was like all the Harry Potter characters like as adults, so I got to like draw on a mustache for the production of it. And when we were whatchamacallit, drawing the backdrops for the Harry Potter play, that's when I stabbed myself in the temple with a pencil, which I've definitely told you guys that story before, but to recap real quick for anyone who hasn't heard it, I had just sharpened my pencil, and I was running back across the gym floor in my socks, across the linoleum to get back to my little set that I was drawing on the floor, and I slipped with my freshly sharpened pencil, went right up into my temple, and I had to get plastic surgery to get the graphite removed by my eye. They told me if it went like a couple centimeters deeper, I would have been blind in that eye permanently. So pretty lucky. And also funny, I feel like a sign of the different times. I remember explicitly, I pulled it out, started bleeding, and the teacher was like, go to the nurse, and then she sent one kid to follow behind me and clean up the blood. Because blood was dripping onto the ground. Or he did, sorry, he did. That was it. I need to get higher, chat. Yeah, I left Gandalf dick stuff out. Class, today we talk about how Peter Jackson totally destroyed Faramir's aura in the movie. Old hearing Crunch talk about Harry Potter in school. Yeah, the books were coming out when I was like a kid. I was the Harry Potter generation, dude. How we feeling about that, class? Class, can we get some pog on the chat board? Of course you played Malfoy. I did. You know it, baby. Going down to Goblin Town. Yo, from the Hobbit animation? That one's awesome. That one's awesome. Yeah, the 1977. Okay, yeah. That one's fucking awesome. Don't get me wrong. That shit rocks. That's like when animation was still about being fucked up and high, you know? I stopped the chainsaw from hitting me in the leg once with my bare hand. What the fuck? Are you Hellboy? Is your right hand the right hand of God by any chance? Or whatever the fuck they call that thing. The big stone hand that he uses to, like, punch cars. Side of the times when I was a kid, we heard a story about a kid who ran with scissors, tripped and fucking died, piercing his heart. Holy shit. My right hand couldn't even get stitches? Holy shit. When the animators were still on acid, no more fucked up like old school animation than The Point. Anybody know what I'm talking about with The Point? It was an animation voiced by Ringo Starr. I don't know how much the Beatles were involved in the rest of it. They might have been. I don't know. Crazy animation. Crazy animation. Drug-fueled for sure. Intended for kids, but kind of horrifying. Kind of anti-Semitic at times. My father was building the chainsaw too. What the hell? I hope everything's good. No, you said you're good with your parents. He wasn't swinging it at you. He wasn't. You're baiting. He wasn't swinging it at you. All right. Fritz the Cat. I know, Nutty. You're the leading Fritz the Cat lobbyist. We were doing woodwork and we weren't paying attention, got ya. When I was a kid, no one cared about the lead and paint type shit. It is like that. I find myself saying that shit, man. You get older and you say the exact shit your parents said. When I was a kid, you know, it's insanely legit. The times do we change it? What was I going to say about the woodworking thing? Yeah, so I was yapping about this in the Discord today. A lot of people know about it, but I had big plumbing issues today, chat. It was very late because of the plumbing issues. Had a plumber come. What we thought was going to be a quick, like, few $100 fix, then looked like maybe like $500. Then suddenly became a bigger problem and ballooned to like $1,500. Big bummer of a day, but it's fixed now. Started stream super late. Plumber was a nice guy. He did his best. He gave me a good deal. All that. It's the stuff you expect as a homeowner, and it's just been shitty. We've been getting hit a lot recently. Either way. At one point during it, he actually asked me to, like, help him. He was like, hey, I'm going to go up here, and I'm trying to screw this thing down. We need something to screw it into. Can you just hold up this board? and you just hold up this board. So I got up on the ladder, and he was up on the second floor, like where he was trying to screw the toilet into the ground. I was up on the ladder on floor 1. Oh, let's go now! And he gave me this block of wood, and I was just holding it up, and he was just drilling straight down into it, and he wanted me to hold it directly beneath where he was drilling. And I know that the screws are not long enough to drill through and like drill my hand, but I'm not gonna lie, I fucking exemplified cowardice in that moment. I kept like kind of like pulling my hand partially away, and then he'd push hard and it would like go down. He'd be like, no, hold it. And I was like, I am. But like, dude, I thought I was gonna end up with fucking stigmata at the end of this thing. It was all right, though. He knew what he was doing, and I didn't, which is classic. That's like most days in most situations of my life. Yep. Look at me try to help my dad. I do. It's all this stuff is good education, man. Because I might not be, you know, physically inclined, let's say, but I'm okay. Emphasis on okay at learning. So I'm trying. For the sake of being a homeowner, I'm learning, man. I'm learning. Yeah, I've held the flashlight once or twice. Handyman this over the years. I gotta learn some of this stuff, man. I have land now, you know? I got pipes that have fucking holes in them. Not learning to platform, it seems? Let's see you fucking do another. Yes! 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 Okay, learning does the exact same thing wrong. I'm sorry, did you see the fucking snooker I just played right there? Did you see the way I honed in like a trained sniper on that exact angle to get that thing to bounce around and hit every bush perfectly? Show some fucking respect. It's a pretty hard platforming section, man. Hey, upgrade max jewels. I had to try it. Whoa, Chattanooga. How can we get farther? Only with the bike. The bike's the only way to get farther. I think. Or I just need to be better. They're already gone because I shot them, so the reward's gone. Fuck. Like to take credit for his success. Without the rage and spite, he'd never have made it. Classic. Playing the Tanya Harding's mom role. I see somebody else watched I, Tanya recently. Got it. Worth. Yep. Yep. Now we go this way, or sorry, this way. Oh. Wait, that'll do it. Little platform for people to follow the call of the void. And I knew to look for it. Oh, and I'm going back. That shield will get us over there. And maybe the skulls will have come back. I really, chat, I just can't help it. Like, doing completion in this game is fun. You know what I mean? In the simplest of terms, like, just doing the stuff, getting all the little bits and bobs, and, like, hitting all the stuff and collecting the charms, it's just fun, man. And I feel like that's how I feel about a lot of, Souls game exploration as well. Not to keep comparing it to those, but it's like, it all feels rewarding, and, like, I just want to do it. For just the pure sake of playing with the toy. Oh my god, chat, did we internalize? You know what? I am okay at learning. Fuck you. Damn. It's gone, but you know what? I take pride in the fact that I got over here, chat. That's enough for me. Because it was just bones anyways. The sidearm they wanted to use for this climb, but making it with just the carry trinket was actually a show of skill. Oh shit, let's go! Several options in combination that let you get up here is great. Let's go. Yeah. This game's so good. This game is really, really good, chat. Get the monies. Now back down this way, and now we go to hell. And now we go to hell. This is mostly like optional shit here in Mina, but who cares, man? It's a good time. It's a good time. We're seeing cool stuff. I'm also getting to test out this blaster a lot. Granted, in a pretty low fucking stress environment. I kind of... Out of the weapons we've tried so far, it's honestly hard for me to decide what I like the most. I think I like the hammer the most. I think the big bonka is just really satisfying. Which also, chat, that made me think. I've been hankering for an Elden Ring playthrough. Because I think it could be big and chill, and we could have it running for a long time and do it when we feel that kind of thing. And I actually, in Elden Ring, have never done pure big bonk. I've done a bit of like, the closest thing was I did like a strength int build, where by the end I was wielding like moonlight greatswords and like jump attacking with them, which is pretty similar. But I've never done the pure strength big bonk from day one in Elden Ring. And that could be a fun thing to do, man. Slap them Elden cheeks, yeah. Oh, I might have come here before, but it's free bones. Nope, haven't been there before. Let's go. No, give me the I actually liked the bouclair. Please do some Elden Ring. It's fun. Love Elden Ring, man. Do we do Anchor Reckless Attack build? That's a big bonk I hold dearly to my heart. Maybe, rats. Ooh, snicky bombs. Wait, hold on. They were giving me information there. Look, there's a Kier, there's skulls. How do we get down to that other hole, chat? Top left of this screen. It doesn't look like a breakable thing, but we know it is. Right? Yes, sir! Yes, sir! I see you! I see you! Alright. Alright, don't break the candles, actually, by the way. The candles are friends. Alright. Huge. Giant Crusher speed run. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's that brick hammer you can get right at the beginning of Whoops. There's that brick hammer you can get right at the beginning of Elden Ring. You can also get the great axe off the back of, like, that caravan that's being brought along by the two big guys. Wait, we check what was over here. Yes, that's the shortcut, right? There are a lot of options. There are good options for Big Bonk Elden Ring. And I do think a randomizer would be fun, but I feel like, while yes, I streamed the entirety of Elden Ring and the DLC, it was kind of like, in the plainest of terms, before the stream was actually like a thing. You know, it was the very first game I streamed. I didn't really have viewers. So I would get to, like, I don't know, in more proper terms, like, actually feel like we were streaming the game now. You know, that people would be hanging out and stuff. Not this way. It's the other way to go to hell. You. Huge. Woo. Hey, what's up, Thebes? Welcome in, buddy. Or, what are these, by the way? Can I? Yeah, we did this. Ooh, basically a high poise build that uses the anchor, which is the only big bonk. Uses piercing with the spear talisman and reckless attack to mash enemies into mush. That's kind of fun, actually. The only thing I dislike about that kind of build, rats, is I like changing weapons throughout the run. Not a lot. Not a lot, to be clear. But, like, at, like, big build points, like, you change to, like, a new weapon. I've also done runs where I don't do that and I stick with one thing the whole time, which is fun. Like, I do that sometimes with the Claymore on, like, a first run. Alright, hit me with this. Once in a while, try to min-max getting there in Altus and yoink it before dying to the boss, then go back to the start and Limgrave and play a normal run. Nice. I did I did one thing like that. That was very fun, chat. I cheesed. I ran, so there is... I wanted to do a dual whip build. I wanted to do pure dex. I wanted to do pure dex dual wielding whips. And I wanted to use, there's a whip. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the Carrion something. But it just looks like a sword that's like looped around. It just looks like a sword that's, you know, looped around. Basically like a bendy sword. And you find it in Carrion Manor. And I went and I speed ran from Limgrave. I ran all the way there and I grabbed one immediately on the run. And then I went back and with another character, I logged on to the other PlayStation 5 because my roommates and I, our old apartment, had 2 TVs next to each other, each one with a PS5. You could do a thing, at least when Elden Ring launched, where I could log on as myself on both profiles and join a multiplayer game. Or no, hold on. I needed to do it fuckier than that. I wasn't able to join a game with myself, but I was able to log in as my roommate on the other PlayStation, give him an item with one of my characters, and then log in as my other character and give it back. Arumi, it might be the Arumi Mira. That sounds right, yeah. Either way, so I got to start a run fresh with 2 of those bladed whips, which normally you would need to go into New Game Plus to get a second one of them. So I kind of like cheaty-faced my way into having 2 of those right off rip. And then I played the whole game with just those. And I will say, for that one, I also put 0 points into health. Chat, I put 0 points into health. So I have not done a level 1 run of Elden Ring, but I did do like a no leveling health run of Elden Ring. And I beat... That's like probably the proudest thing I've done in Elden Ring is I beat Melania with that build. This was before the DLC. But I beat Melania with that build, and that felt good. That was sweet. Pure dex, dual wielding whips, no health. Very tough fight. Took me a long time, but I got her eventually. This is hell. I liked the blood tinge build in Bloodborne. I've never really stuck it through, rats. Or no, I did once. Purely because I was about to do my yearly replay of Bloodborne, and Blender was like, do something different this time. Don't do the saw cleaver again, you fucking normie. And I was like, okay, what should I do? And he was like, blood tinge. And so I did blood tinge, and it was alright. I've done most of them at this point. I've even done ridiculous, like, get your arcane super high in Bloodborne, which, like, takes forever to get the build actually going, but then is crazy strong. You can, like, legit, like, 2-tap bosses with spell casts. Elden Ring, but only Kamehameha. I like doing stuff like that sometimes. I will say, I've sort of resisted the idea of, like, becoming, like, a Souls challenge streamer. You know, that's definitely, like, a brand... That's definitely like a brand of streamer, like just doing Souls challenge runs. And I do enjoy watching that content. And I think it's fun. I don't know why. It like doesn't appeal to me to like go all in on that niche in that way. But that's not to say we won't do them at all. I still want to try speedrunning Bloodborne without speedrun knowledge because I have a lot of Bloodborne knowledge. And I do think that would be fun. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Yeah, it's not what my heart desires, man. An occasional challenge run, yes. You're cooking on this new riddle? Let's go, Beefy. F. Also, how many deaths are we at, Chad? How many deaths are we at? We're at 192. We're at 192. You know what? I gotta pee. Let's do a prediction. Or actually, hold on. Let me ask the Mina knowers first. Cooper, Thebes, is there a checkpoint in hell? Check Discord. I need feedback from me. Okay, hold on. Not you. Okay. Dribble down the leg. I'm thinking about how we do a prediction, but I'm thinking like we see if we can make any progress by death 200, and if we cannot make any progress by death 200, I'll come back later. That's what I'm thinking for the prediction, basically. Well, I gotta pee. Y'all think about that. We'll run it when we get back. BRB. Probably won't be a full 10 minutes, but I don't know. Nothing more, but there is a goal. Okay. Okay. That's good enough, I think. That's good enough, I think. I'm gonna take a break. It'll be like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna scold oatmeal, all that stuff. Stick around if you're enjoying the stream, everybody. We'll be right back. Let's just throw a newspaper at him.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep him that way.
Dude, punch this kid in the head. He's too short. Wait. Wait.
I won't hesitate, bitch!
What the fuck? No hesitation. The kid just fucking... Get me back in the house, Mom. Dude, what is this game? Remember when you wanted a pickaxe in Noida? Yeah, that day's today. A pickaxe would be so fucking strong. Are you kidding me? In Noida? Half of this game is about how do I get past that wall. Everybody's like, bro, it's all about crafting wands and doing the sickest shit. No, Noida is a game where your biggest enemy is literally a fucking wall. And you gotta just get past it, and I'm doing this. Look at what I'm doing, chat. This is Noida. Is this game discriminatory against balds? I mean, I can't think of a prominent bald character. I won't lie. If there was a bald version of the Bechtel test, I'm not sure that it would pass. To be fair, the bald man is a common archetype that we see in things. You know, for every character in this game with hair on their head, there is a Jason Statham or Bruce Willis movie showing baldness as a sign of badassery and ability to kill. So I don't think we should jump to conclusions about the narrative of Monster Hunter World here and what it means for the grander scope of balds and their place within society. I did not realize how slow Chainsaw was on this wand, but it does work, so we'll take it. Or actually, no, I can go back and just change it immediately. That was the whole point. There you go. Lasts quite a long time. It will run out eventually. We don't have the mana recharge to hold it infinitely, but long enough to gopher. Best gopher of our life? Certainly not. Good enough to get some gold? Absolutely. More than good enough to get some gold. Eats wood for breakfast. Not in a sexual way. Unless he wants to. I mean, whatever. You know, live your life. Trying to get me with that boulder trap? Not today, not now, not ever. All right, we're okay. Look at those dart blocks. I see them. I see the dart blocks. All right. Throw glow stick. Yup. I fucking knew it. This chest is trapped to high heaven, bro. There it goes. Break that. Please do not kill me. What?
Please do not kill me.
Come on! I see the traps, thankfully. Whoops. Come on, classic. Nice. All right, I think I got them all. I think we did. What? Come on. Touchbeam evolved javelin. Let's fucking go. Long Inus. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but you can't deny the fact that Inus sounds like anus. And that shit's funny. Oh, hey, look right here. Can we fish right here? Oh, no. I forgot about this, but this is a boss. No. Why? Why did I come over here? Heal. Heal. We're fine. Buff. I just pressed the button. I don't know if it even did anything. All right. All right. All right. Dude, we're almost there. Yeah, get fucked. Get fucked. Oh, let's go. And now the gay baby jail. This is gay baby jail. What does that mean? It jails gay babies. Why are we jailing the gay babies? Did they commit actual crimes, or is it because they're gay and or babies, neither of which should be a jailable offense? No reason. That's worse. That's worse. Actually, maybe it's better. They're just jailed babies that happen to be gay. Are all of them gay? It just so happens that they are. That's crazy. Did you ever see the way babies look at bananas? Honestly, I cannot recall a time that I've seen a baby looking at a banana, no. Maybe you were the baby looking at a banana? I probably looked at a fucking banana as a baby, but believe it or not, I don't remember everything from when I was a baby. I don't remember everything from yesterday, let alone when I was a fucking baby. The first memory of that I have, I remember I was in a high chair at a restaurant, and there was a balloon man going around, and I really wanted the balloon man to come over. That's my first memory. Personality font founded on want and greed and sloth. That's so funny. The writing was on the wall the whole time. You were a piece of shit from day one. Doctor took him out and was like, this one's a real piece of shit. My parents were like, we can change him. And doctor was like, I don't think so. Guards, jail that baby. All right. Jail that baby, guards. Jail that baby. What's up, everybody? We're back. Thanks for sticking around through the break. I was back pretty fast, actually. And now that I finished my, like, very late coffee, it's time to start beer. I'll throw a bowl together real quick, and then we'll get back to business. I need to have alcohol and THC coming into the system to keep the gears firing, you know? Engine needs oil, and so on. Make it through hell, figuratively. Yeah, Mira, that sounds good if you don't mind throwing... Or actually, I can do it. Why am I asking Mira Boo? I can do it. You've helped cook up the pred? Yeah, I just saw it there. You saying, do you have one to go already, Mira? Hey, what's up, Billy? I won't do it if you've got one good to go. Only 5 minutes? I know. Hey, what's up, Malaquin? Welcome back in. Billy. Is it weird watching yourself? Actors claim that shit all the time, and I figured I'd ask you your experience. I do not find it weird to watch myself at this point. Maybe a little bit at first. I'm very used to it now. I think the hardest part about watching myself is trying to remove my bias, you know, and look at things objectively. Like with shorts and stuff, you know? Holy shit. Crunch makes it through this segment by 2:15. Okay, sounds good. Chat, get into the prediction. Do I make it through this segment by 2:15? I am feeling mousy. Billiam. This game rocks, Billy. This game fucking rocks. All right, throwing this bowl together. We cracked open the beer. We'll get back to it in just a second. I've enjoyed watching it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I hope y'all have been enjoying it. 23 attempts, I know. And not give a statistical expected death count, so don't infer from the 15 for better or for worse. Okay. Okay, interesting. Don't usually talk? Yeah, no worries at all. There's never any pressure to talk. I never want people to feel pressured to talk, you know? That's why I don't often do shit like, hey, lurkers, come out alert to say something. I just lurk at streams all the time, and it's nice. Because sometimes, for what it's worth, especially in smaller streams, if you talk, the streamer will often try to engage you directly because it's a good streamer thing to do to keep conversation going. But sometimes the viewer, you don't want that. You want to be invisible. Lurkers, get up your fat asses and give yourself a pat on the back. Good job, yeah. Unless you're Wash, then engage with this message for 1 billion views. Where are they? Sometimes I talk to pressure, though, especially if I'm doubting. That's true, too. Sometimes I chat. Sometimes I'm yappy as hell in chat. It depends. I'm already sorry. Can we settle for 1,000 views, maybe? Our next long form video gets 1,000 views. I will pog. I know I missed last stream. I can't believe I missed a Clumpy. I'm so distraught. You did. It was a good Clumpy too, though, I think because he was behind my head, Thebes. I don't know if you watched the VOD. You must have, actually. Come on, doubters, put more money in? Yeah, 2 minutes left. All right, let's keep going. 2 minutes left on the prediction. What we read for a prediction was, do we make it through this segment by 2:15? Let's start trying, chat. Maybe I want the bike, by the way. No, because they give you stones right inside. The Clumpy that made me love Clumpy because it scared the shit out of me. The Clumpies are all pretty good for what it's worth. My disdain comes from the lack of consent in him scaring me. I didn't sign up for a fucking haunted house. Just zoom? This feels like the kind of instance where maybe I don't need to kill all the stuff, chat. I'm be real with you. I know that normally I'm all like, I kill everything. Oh, you can get heals back in here. Oh, Trooper Thorn called and I answered. If I wouldn't fight to end the Spark's poison, who would? And he disappeared. We need to learn more about... I feel like I haven't... Maybe I just missed it, chat. Maybe I've been told that I'm literally forgetting, which is genuinely possible. Don't get me wrong. Nice. All right, now I can fight stuff. She's around that corner, baby. The lore might have told me, but I still feel like I don't understand why the spark towers are bad or the spark generators or whatever. Man, curious. I'm willing to switch sides, frankly. I don't have, like, a massive amount of loyalty for fucking Lionel. He's just too excited to share every time he thinks of another dark dad joke. It's true. I don't like Clumpy, chat, but I respect his creative endeavors, I guess. No, actually, I don't respect him at all. He's a piece of shit. All right, you cut me down like I was nothing. Now I am nothing. You're the enemies I already killed. We are kind of in hell, man. We are kind of in hell. It's like the ghosts. It's like when, like, a detective in a movie goes to prison and, you know, he put all them there. I'm doing time with guys that I put in there. You know, that kind of shit. Got a terrible relationship with his wife, usually. All right. All right. All bones lost? That actually sucks, chat. We spent basically this entire episode working up that meager amount of bones. You took my sidearm, too? Team the VOD, I was also a little shocked to see you go forever. I beat her before my second generator. It was definitely earlier than I should. Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun fight. Those $3,400 ripped. Yeah, it was a fun session, dudes. Now, this game, like, I've just been having a good time with it the whole time. Right, you take my sparks. That's the thing. I spend sparks to get in here. All right, well, that was only 193. We have till 215. I actually think we're looking okay. That enemy's scary. Part of me there was like, just fight him, but, like, honestly, don't. You, we could fight. Damn, you, we can't. Could have just kept moving and gotten the heal. We need to fucking recover that spark. Well, this is vaguely unsettling. getting the bird special burrito in. You having a shrimp burrito, Bird? Bird's our editor, and he loves nothing more than a shrimp burrito. If I could pay him in shrimp burritos, I would. Dude, this should just get you out of the way. What? 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 Just turning around got me hit there. 8 bones lost. I don't know if I've ever had a shrimp burrito. I might have. Definitely, they're like, it's a pretty common option, I feel like, when a burrito is offered. Like, chicken, steak, and shrimp, I would say, are the most common fillings. Maybe carnitas as well. Those are the fillings you see the most, but I just never choose shrimp myself. I do like shrimp, though. It's like one of the seafoods that I eat sometimes. I pretty much always choose a chicken burrito, me personally. I'm a chicken burrito believer. That's how we farm that shit. Start. I like how I was like, I will not fight the shit here, and now I'm like wage war on them. I don't want them to kill me later. I literally, it was so easy to avoid, and I walked right into it. Another death on the counter. We have till 2:15, though. We basically have like 1 trillion years. Ooh. EDP documentary. What's an EDP documentary? I feel like that's probably a joke, but I don't get it. Too dumb. Pride path? Only those who rise again may claim what lies below. Hey, what's up, Katzer? EDP 445, you know him? No. Who's that? Famous YouTuber. Oh, I see. Lucky. I love cheese. Look at that heel, baby, up to full. Out it as a nonce, jeez. Calling someone a nonce. It's very British. Very, very British. Crazy, man. Really can't spend any time in this world without hearing bad news about the creative people you like. This song, the that like arpeggiating thing, that reminds me of the fucking Great Fairy Fountain from Ocarina of Time. You know what I mean? Woo! Did everything just be suspicious of everything? Right, we just did this a minute ago. I see another heel over there, which is a big deal. I hear Great Fairy Fountain. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I said it exactly right, but it sounds like that for sure. Wait, what's happening with my plasma, chat? Look at it. Why? I just noticed that. Why? Jeez. He threw a thing! He threw a thing! They usually don't throw shit, dog. Come on, man. We're actually moving and grooving, though. I think we're gonna win this one for the believers. It's gonna be low-key easier than anything I've ever done. Okay. Fucking fairies always scream so loud. Yeah. It's alright, though, because they were kind of naked, right, Malaquin? So it was alright. They could kind of do whatever they want, brother. 10-year-old me was ready to give them any kind of pass they needed. And I started blasting. You do? They balance the blaster pretty well where it feels like I get like a lot of shots, you know? What? You're gonna die until right before the doubters would have gotten paid? Maybe. I'm genuinely trying the whole time, though. I do, as it gets closer, I get more inspired to win. Predictions are genuinely fun for me, because I like stakes, right? I like stakes in games a lot more than I like stakes the food, by the way, too, for what it's worth. Probably one of the best 8-bit games out there. This game rules. I feel like I haven't played enough 8-bit games to, you know, like, fully call it. I probably, honestly, I should go back and play lots more older games. I think I'd appreciate them a lot more now. You don't like steaks? I do. I just think it's like, it's very, very top of the overrated food chain. Like, no shot I'm paying like 60 bucks for a steak when I could have like a $17 pasta dish. That's what I'm saying. I do like steak. How's hell going? Actually, relatively chill. I feel like we're making excellent progress. Yep. Whew. Steaks are not overrated, but certain steak types are overrated. Okay, I'll accept that. Gotta learn to cook it yourself then? I am. I've been thinking more and more about cooking, chat. You know, we talk about this literally every single stream. But I am. I'm thinking about it more and more. You know what I did today that was actually a little bit of not thinking about something, but a little bit of doing something? I said to you guys a few times that I've been thinking about, well, I'm kind of poking around at what different career ideas I might like outside of corporate. Because of the layoff, I'm like, this is the time to maybe try something different. And one of the things I've thought about for some years is I've always liked the idea of tattooing. Because I've enjoyed drawing a lot in my life. I honestly don't do it much anymore, though. And I like that it's both creative and it's about honing a skill and, like, getting better at one thing and yada yada. So I've been thinking about doing that, but like I've been saying, I've been just thinking about it more than actually, I don't know if I would actually like it. So today when I was getting some supplies to, like, deal with the aftermath from the plumber, I also got myself a sketchbook, some sketching pencils, some colored pencils, and, like, you know, a pencil sharpener. To, like, actually do it. So I'm gonna start trying to throw together some sketches and drawings and stuff to see if, you know, do I like this? Do I actually like this, or do I just like the idea of this? If I find that I like drawing again and it's something I want to do all the time, then, you know, maybe I think more seriously about trying to do the tattoo thing. But I'm excited. Filet mignon's overrated. The only overrated steaks were Trump steaks. Keep the art channel updated? I will. For sure I will. I'm excited to post it. Honestly, it's one of those spots where I feel privileged to be, like, you know, in the position I am with the community we have, where I'll be able to, like, get immediate feedback. You know? Because one thing that my absolute douchebag of a band instructor in high school said that I think was actually good advice from a creative standpoint, he was talking about musicians in particular, but I think it applies to a lot of creative... You cunt! I think it applies to a lot of creative endeavors. He just said, always be preparing for performance. You should always have something you're preparing for. And he didn't mean be in the mindset. He mean, like, try to have something that you're preparing for. That will help you be better at the thing. And, I think that weirdly, it's helpful inspiration for me, where me telling you guys I'm gonna do this thing creates an accountability feedback loop. It's basically the same thing of, like, Deegan, one of our regular chatters, he was saying the other day how he mentioned, like, I said to you guys specifically that I was gonna boot nicotine because it put some accountability out there into the world. I think that's a legitimate strat for this kind of stuff. to like hold yourself to shit a little bit, tell others, it makes it a little real. Doesn't mean you're gonna follow through with it, but I do think that I agree that's a thing. Basically. Still working on coloring the boobies, but I'll share it when it's done. Hell yeah. That's like sirloin cap and flat iron that are underrated. Interesting. These MFs remind me of Gold Armor and Shovel Knight. I gotta play Shovel Knight at some point. I feel like I would love it. I do own it on something. Let's have a group of people here rooting for me to achieve my goals. Hell yeah, yeah, I agree. Just like I said, I get more inspired to win when we get closer to the end of the, prediction. Yeah, you'll at least try to follow through if you announced it. Exactly. And, I'm being very transparent where it's like, I don't know if I'm going to like this enough. Like, if I find that it's like I just don't want to draw, then I probably shouldn't be a tattoo artist, man. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I was at a career counseling session today. My company very kindly hooked us up with, like, career counseling services. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. Hooked us up with career counseling services after the layoff, which is great. And I've been going to these once-a-week meetings with this guy. Today we were talking about my LinkedIn profile. And I'm not gonna lie, man. He was being helpful. He was being helpful. He was telling me things that you need to do to, like, prime it for the algorithm and stuff like that. But genuinely, the meeting just filled me with this kind of, like, existential dread that was like, dude, I really don't want to do this for the rest of my life. Like, he was talking about how, like, okay, so the headline here directly into your name, that's what the recruiter algorithms actually search these days. So we need to think up the best keywords we can that we can fit in there within a 220 character block thing. We're going to put pipes between them. That's the best formatting to ensure that all of the algorithms can catch them and all this stuff. And then he was like, teaching me different, like, LinkedIn things and ways to gain the system. And it was just like the kind of thing where it's like, man, I just want to do something and be good or bad at it, And he made me rewrite my about using ChatGPT so that I had emojis at the front of all the things. I was like, won't it look too AI generated? He's like, no, you want that. You want it to have this look. That is the look now. Okay. I don't know. It was just like the thing where it was like, man, I don't want to do. I was like trying to min-max a dating profile, and honestly, we do some of that shit with the channel analytics. We min-max tags and shit, and I do it for that as part of, like, love for the game, but I have no love for the game of, like, being, like, an operations vendor management specialist, you know what I mean? And honestly, there's skills that I tell people I have, and I do have them, but they're so, like, I don't know, kind of like transient or something that I don't really, like, they don't actually feel like something. I'm sure other people that work, like, knowledge jobs can kind of understand where I'm getting at here, but there doesn't feel like something, like me saying, like, I have a lot of experience in vendor management and operations and, like, KPI oversight and weekly business and reviews, like, that does have, like, corporate value, but, like, me as a person looking at it, it feels like fucking nothing, bro. It feels like fucking nothing. Everything I've done on stream in the last 2 years is massively more substantive to me than, the 8 years of work that I put in at that company. And I'm not saying that you should expect to love your corporate job or whatever, but I'm saying that, I don't know, maybe I'm just not cut out to, like, cope in the way that a lot of people do. And by the way, Polychimp, welcome in, buddy. He told you to remove the dick pic, didn't he? No, he actually liked my profile picture, which once again was one of the face grabs that I use for thumbnails. I just, like, removed the background to put, like, a blue gradient. Right? Sister-in-law works as a teacher. She doesn't work as a LinkedIn profile creator to help find a job. Yeah. Walk in places, ask for jobs. Struggle with imposter stuff. Yeah, I think you feel that in anything, right? Like, I've felt imposter stuff a ton while streaming. It's a very real part of streaming as well. Like, am I actually good at this? Should I be expecting people to want to watch me? Yada, yada. But I don't know. I think this might just be something personal for me. I crave a more simplistic, linear, here's a thing. I spent 10 years at it, and I am now much better at it. And that is a thing in corporate work, but it's just not as clear, especially in just the way that, my experience in corporate has kind of manifested itself, which granted is just with one company, so my experience is actually pretty limited in the grand scheme of things. Other than my direct boss, I'm the only one who can successfully print documents on my work computer. No one else can figure out how to do it from my computer. What the hell? Are they old or young? It does seem like tech literacy peaked with millennials. Both, yeah. We were the generation born with a mouse in our hand, and we, like, actually learned how to, like, you know, go through the files on our PC and stuff. Fixed them for our parents and shit. And then tech just got better and didn't require that. Secret is really simple. What's the Venn diagram of things that make you a good streamer and things that make you a good corporateer? I do think there is a Venn diagram for what it's worth. One, this is very, like, hubris-filled, basically, but I've said it before. I have high charisma. I have high charisma, which is really good in any single working situation, especially so in offices, because offices are often not actually about completed work. Offices can be incredibly vibe-based when it's coming to decisions made by management, and it's not, you know, something tried to push by, you know, lower down. Bard charisma or paladin charisma? Bard, for sure. Come on. You know me. Once again, I retold the entire magnetics balls in my mouth story during a work meeting and gained massive social capital. Printing a document, change someone to pen into resolve. What the hell? I would say that. I would also say, whatchamacallit, it is good for the sake of streaming. It is good for the sake of streaming to be systematic about things, and that is generally good for corporate approaches to work as well. I'm good specifically at operations jobs, because operations jobs are, how do I take an idea and actually operationalize it? Which is, let's make an actual system, let's break down the way it's actually going to work, let's think through the steps, let's execute those steps, let's iterate on those steps. Which, you know, I think in broad strokes actually applies to a lot of streaming as well as also just data analysis. I've done a lot of data analysis in my life, and it's helped me both, you know, it was a big part of my corporate job, and I do it all the time with streaming, obviously. So there are crossovers, but, you know, corporate's also very different in some ways. And like I've said before, there's a weird thing where I enjoyed the actual base work. Like formatting reports and like intaking data and analyzing it and coming to conclusions and suggesting iterative improvements and stuff. I enjoyed that in the most basic sense. It didn't quite feel like honing a craft maybe in the way that I crave, but I enjoyed some of the mechanics of the work that I did. It was just the actual feeling of what I was walking away from at the end of the day didn't feel like anything substantive. It doesn't feel like I actually really accomplished that much with a lot of the work that I was doing. Like, genuinely, it feels like I've accomplished more with this stream, and I'm not saying that I feel I've accomplished any kind of global change with this stream, but I think that should level set for you, like, what I'm talking about, you know? Okay. The Great Fairy Fountain theme again. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will end up going back to corporate just because the money's good and because I did tolerate it for a long time and I might be able to tolerate it more. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but there were a lot of times where I felt like it was too completely different sides of my life. There was like work didn't really align with any other part of my life or part of my identity, you know? Which I think is true for a lot of people. It's just something you do for money, right? Although, of course, in most corporate environments, you have to lie about that and be like, no, I'm super passionate about this. Super passionate about this exact field. Blah, blah. Why more? Because you can say I did this instead of I was just a part of this? Yeah, and yeah, I guess. Yeah, because you're only ever kind of a part of it, but it's just, I guess, especially past the initial years of my company after like the founder left and stuff, it did very quickly become very corporate, and it was very clear that like any of like the mission that they pushed in like town halls and stuff was actually full on adult horses playing professional hockey. You know, it was utter and complete stinking bullshit. Whereas when I first joined the company, maybe they were just successfully bullshitting us, but like the actual startup founders had this sort of vision and did care, and it permeated the culture. And there was something there that was a little better. So that's also, I guess, a glimmer of hope in the side of corporate, where it's I'm basing my experience entirely on my time with this one company. You know, things can be very different in other places. But I don't know. I'm just thinking about my options, man. You only get so many chances to, like, make big pivots, right? Oh my god, that was sneaky. Don't really 4 careers anymore. Slop cannon, security, adult, hot people. And what, I'm vying for being a streamer. I'm kind of sitting pretty squarely in slop cannon. Maybe a little bit of hot people normally in the category. I'm kind of like normal looking person. I was about to try to spark a conversation about the moral implications of AI porn. I think that's my cue to call it a night and leave my phone on the other side of the room. Hey, good night, Nutter. I appreciate the impulse there. You know, you got good self-control, buddy. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna tackle the nuances of that one here at twitch.tv/Crunchpuff. Yep. This is actually a very meditative section to repeat, chat. For what it's worth, I want to point out that I hope it's not annoying for y'all to watch, because I am chilling. Not us, then who? That's a line? I guess not. I guess not. I was kind of leaning into Nutter's implication of it being too much. But I mean, my general feelings about AI porn are like, you know, boo. Alright. Strong point, we trained for this. You want pesticide-free organic porn? I'll be real, Chad. I'll admit that I don't really enjoy like homemade amateur porn. You know, and I feel like I should. It's like the more ethical, moral porn. You know, so it's just one of my many failings. Yuck. Yuck. Oh my god. Switchback here. This is a pretty good attempt so far. Alright. I will earn that fucking heal vial. Wait. Snooker. No! Yes! Let's fucking go! Alright. Tough guy, man. Tough fucking guy. Woo! Lock in. Rafai's like, stop talking about your fucking corporate job. Play the video game. Look at the pixels. Yep. That's horse. Whew. I've fallen hollower, but my brethren endure, and they will see my end, repaid in kind. He's actually kind of got the fucking schmovement, chat. Why is this all here? To come down this way? Y'all already gotten ahead of all the puns for those zombie-looking dudes? Not really. What puns are you thinking of? V6 zone, yeah. Huge. Heads up, bad puns incoming. Everybody is clumpy. Everything is clump. Forget everything is crab, everything is clump. Sir! I see the meat bird in the corner, chat. He's sending out fucking spikes? Let's go! Alright, careful. Yo! Chat! Your jokes are clumpy? God fuck you, Refe. Did we miss anything, though? I feel like there might be a way... No, we're good. Yell my name, lie down. All right, then. In I go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Show me that green. Imagine it took you to hell part 2. I was worried. I was genuinely worried. Vials refill jewels on use, but restore less health. Interesting. All right. Worth, man. That was fun. That was very fun. We did it. Pay the believers, baby. Pay the believers. We did it. Now, chat, we could actually maybe try to make some progress. I kind of want to go get more mirrors, though. Fucking angled. Woo! That was a fun little segment. Cool little thing. Cool little, like, you know, just extra crap. Not this way. I don't remember where to fucking go. GG's, thank you, Mira. Whoop. Alright, chat. Take me back to town. We're good. We're out of here. We are fucking out of here. We went back to Queensberry Crypt for some good times. Now, let's actually go look at the mirror room and see what some of the other destinations are. I'm like 30 seconds behind. Oh, damn. Right, up here, let's go into... Yeah. I know, buddy. I know. Up here, and then let's pop into the mirror room and let's see what other places we've been that have mirrors, because it's the easiest way to remind us. This probably isn't totally necessary, but actually, you know what? It kind of is. It seems like if we pull down all these things, we're going to unlock something, so... Brother. Uh-oh. There's a little suck there. He's so tanky, dog. Let's go. He does give you 400 bones, though, so pretty profitable. Okay, where are you? Farmhouse in September. Yep. Knox's Bayou. All right, that's immediately 2 objectives that I know of. Bone Beach we have not been to. And that is Queensberry Crypt. We did all this. I remember that. We put a brain back in that guy's head. Okay, that gives us some objectives. Hey, what's up, Greg? Welcome in, buddy. This is some kind of Mira boop. Apologize for yesterday. I fell asleep on you. No apologies necessary, buddy. I'm glad to hear that I was able to soothe you to sleep. Nothing brings me greater pride, Greg. The hell? Oh, fishing? Who cares, dog? Oh, is that another fucking trinket bag? Oh my god, yes, dude. Give me a... What's the guy I really like? Bonus plasma from enemies. Filled beyond maximum. Filled beyond the normal maximum. That's the one I'm looking for. Woo! Another win for Kerry, yeah. Was there another way I was supposed to do that? Because Kerry seems awesome. I still think that these two, as like my default just on all the time, are insanely good. You know? Can't get that over there, though. Nice. That works. Okay. Take me out of here. And yeah, we want to hit all the rainbow things to unlock. This is like a way to go. The dash items you found, other trinkets. Yeah, there's lots of ways. Because that can dash over spaces, right? Yeah. But the dash is good for a lot of reasons. Wait. Is shiny there? No? All right. Let's go grab some more mirrors, chat. It's kind of like housekeeping. I know we should be making progress, but this is progress, man. We're still working towards something, so whatever. We also do have to try the daggers out at some point soon, chat. Oh, no. I think it's another 2,500 for the daggers, though. Maybe not quite yet. Now, let's try to find our way over to the bayou. What was like... We found our way to the front entrance of the bayou, like, way late. Will we grab this save just in case? Cute! Like, over this way? Bayou? Place you got owned by a giant rat guy? No. The meat birds? No, we're getting there. We're getting there. That's the Bone Beach. That's like the next area we actually have to go, Beefy. Fuck. There's probably nothing even down here, but I'm determined now. Oh, no, there is. There's a shiny down there. The bicycle would be better for this. Yeah, because you can't do the, you have to do carry first. You have to float first. I don't know if I can make it. It feels like I'm consistently stopping one short. And then that time I tried to press it fast enough, but failed, obviously. Yeah, I'm just going to say it's not happening with that. I think the bike goes farther. That one could probably do it. There. Yeah, there was the Western Wilds. And then if we go this way, we can get down to the bayou for sure. Can you all please? Ah, Carrie. It wasn't Carrie's fault. Chat, let's be clear. That was fun. The gun's a good time, chat. So this is the backwaters, the shanty swamp. I think there's a bayou entrance here. That was the way they intended for us to find it. We've already unlocked a bunch of shortcuts and stuff here, but frankly, this is good for me learning the game. This. Shit. Ah, you with your little baum. Like there is a gem down here we didn't get, chat. The hell? Pretty easy peasy to fly through this area, though. Looks like we already got in the bones there. You look sus to me. They get to stick the dagger up while burrowing. Why don't I get to stick the dagger up while burrowing? Hey, there we go. Lucky's Lair. Remember this? Yeah. How about up onto that building? Or up onto that building for a fucking trinket. Swamp Station. Loner's Landing. What the fuck, chat? This is a new... I don't think I've ever found this before. What the hell? Shit, that's a totally different biome. Promptly forget it. Actually, because I'm not thinking about it right now, put all your money into the ticket machine. Yes. We need to fill this up at some point. Oops, more game, yeah. Let me in there so I can go on the tracks. There are mysteries here, chat. I must solve them. Oh, wait, I see something. Look. Look at this. The pattern right here along the bottom drops out right here. Damn it. Would have been something. Whoops. Heal me up. How do we get that? This is the fishing hole. Is there a way down from here? I remember the fishing hole. Fish board. You like sell fishing stuff. All this. Another rope that I haven't pulled down. Is this what led? No, and then that's just a dead end because it needs the rope. Yeah. Be suspicious of everything, chat. They're hiding something here. They're hiding something from us. They want to keep our kittens and puppies from us, chat. They want to take our kittens, they want to take our puppies. Hold on, brainwaves. What if you fished the rope? Interesting idea, isn't it? Frog, bit tat smaller than me, drinking a bucket of juice. And you guys, we're having a conversation here. Come through the wall. Fucking show yourself. Huge. Fishing the rope is interesting. Zach. Look at Zach. Amphitheater's composer gone missing in the bayou? There's someone defined still in the bayou. We got shit to do in the bayou, chat. And this is where we came from. Just to remind myself, I remember there's a way to go over here as well. What's over here? We're also earning better bones here. Another ungotten rope, chat. Maybe you can fish down rope, actually. Maybe you fucking can fish down rope. This weapon's fun, man. You know what this weapon's like? It's like playing Jace in League of Legends, except you're not playing League of Legends, which is, of course, a blessing. Is the mirror in this gorilla's house? I don't think so. It was all this, which all led into the gorilla's house, yeah. I remember all this. Cool, cool. Okay. Buddy. Mood. Yep. Speaking of which, Leah and I were about to finish Game of Thrones. We're at our Game of Thrones rewatch. We've seen it before. We're rewatching Game of Thrones, and we are going through Season 8 this time. And it is as abysmal as I remember. But we're almost done, you know, and for the sake of completionism, I want to finish it. Next up, we're going to rewatch Season 1 of Arcane so that we can finally then watch Season 2 of Arcane, which I'm excited about, man. Never checked it out, wanted to for a long time. It'd be cool. Where do you take me again? This takes me into Nox's Bayou. Got that feeling in your bones, yeah. What are you hiding from me, game? Right, you're in the air? There's two of these roofs that I haven't been able to get up on. And that one that's right in the middle of the place, it doesn't feel like I'm going to get that from being on some other screen. You know? Alright, well, for the sake of BB's curiosity, let's test the fish and rope thing. Almost done the bid boss? Let's go, Bird. Honestly, Bird, I say we ship it tomorrow if you're cool with it, dude. Maybe I'm just eager and excited to get it out, but I think it's looking pretty good. We've already done 3 iterations. I don't know, we need to keep tinkering. Alright, where's that damn fishing pole? Is it gone? Don't do this to me. Got the rod. It's up to you to carry on his legacy. Catch every fish you can. I'll track them here. Want to take a look at the fish board? Sure. Shit. I lost that rod, chat. If I rest in the Bonnie, it'll come back, actually. We could, yeah. I mean, I'm not against waiting necessarily either. I don't know. Shouldn't let it bake in the oven for too long, you know? Damn. I love the idea, Beefy. Almost looks like it went up there, right? It's just because that's water. Trash game uninstalled. Would have been cool. Would have been cool, but also understandably did not work. Now I lost my good weapon. Damn. Grab items, though? Yeah, we could try with this. Oh, shit. I should have tried with those. It hit him. And it pulled juices out of him. Yeah, like grab the stuff up on the roofs. Beefy! Beefy! This is acceptable backseating. Gamer instinct. Smart boy. Gonna have to reinstall now. Not getting closer. Yes, it is. You just gotta hook it right. It is. Wait, no, it's not. Fuck. Shit. Nice try, though. Yeah. Uninstalling again. We might be able to get the diamond with... Actually, probably not, right? Yeah, why would that work if the other didn't? In the bottom where there isn't a wall? I tried that. It just makes it bounce. You must bounce on it, Nosferatu style. Oh, cool. Maybe I need to fish something up here. Maybe if we fish here, we'll get something that will help us. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. Honestly, I imagine you guys get it. I'm pretty haunted by these two items that I have no idea how to get. Knowing how quick it is. Let me fish around for a minute, man. It also took me a while to figure out how to get those items. Yeah. You get me, though, Rafay. You also sat here and tried to figure it out. This is why I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom shrines. There's always a slight side puzzle at a chest that's like, how do I get that? Absolutely. And in fact, I would say it's such a concrete expectation in Breath of the Wild that eventually, late enough in, they start to do things where they're super hidden, but you just know there must be one. And so you go seeking it out, and it actually leads you to, like, find super hidden ones. Because, like, you're like, it's gotta be there. It's like the lever in Elden Ring in Catacombs. You know it's going to be there so they can eventually hide it really, really well. But you're always going to, you've been trained to look for it. It almost looks to me... Well, I know, maybe it's just wood. The, like, blue lines above it almost look like I could, like, sneak down through the roof. But genuinely, I see no inclination of how I would actually get up there. 20 hidden walls and repeating room templates? Yeah, that one's annoying as fuck. The idea of it is good because it makes you feel kind of crazy, but it wasn't fun. You know, I see the idea, but they didn't manage to make it fun. Which is a cardinal sin. Please dry off before entering. Is that a hint? Recall disc. Returns like a boomerang? Would that bring items with it? Probably not, right? A lot of lingering fog. Skips on the water. Iron steel. Parasol might push items. But how would I throw it up there? And Shrieking Morndrake, Damaging Ooze. Float, save yourself from death. Track friendly flies. Max burrow time kind of nice, actually. This one, chat, which I bought at the shop, like, back in Zone 1, right? Cricket shop sold talking about multi-jumps like a Mario. Hold on, let's try this. Nearby pull-ups, or pickups. Let's see if we're close enough for science or whatever. There's a save right up here. Magnet hands, yeah. Bonnie Tyler me? Unequip. You, I guess, for right now? I'm so used to having her around, though, that I feel like I'm gonna fuck up just on virtue of, like, going for the, like, extended fall and not having it. Damn. Fuck. Worth a try, chat, right? You throw a fish up there? It would be hard to. You don't really get to kind of yeet it right after. This lily pad looks like a fish, by the way. Isn't that cute? Look at that. The little interior flower thing makes it look like an eyeball. The fishing rod broke the chest, yes. Oh, yeah. Whoops. I forgot we had to break the chest first. Again. But either way. Still doesn't do it. Fuck. Also, what's up, evil? Okay. Mina knowers. Mina knowers. Actual backseat question. Do I have the tools to solve this? Not do I have them on me? Yes. Okay. Just been lurking? Yo, no worries at all. Cookie of fleeting memory? Sure, Cooper, go ahead. Take a hit for the mental. Ooh, it's crazy. It's 10 p.m. It's like about time to wrap stream, but since I just started stream so late, 2.5 hours ago, it like doesn't feel like it, you know? We'll probably go for another 30 minutes to an hour. Also to set expectations. Just feed the kitties. Yeah, I'll go for another 30 minutes to an hour, and then Leah have to, Leah and I are going to watch the finale for House of the Dragon, which I'm excited about. She's already seen spoilers? What? Just don't tell me. I don't want them. I don't want to know. Somewhere in this watery zone, have you recovered an item that was high on a ledge? Without giving away, genuinely a little shocked you hadn't figured it out. Oh no. Playing Terraria Calamity, still not managed to kill any bosses. 12 hours played. Oh baby. Are you having fun, Evil? That's what matters. Especially with all the Calamity fucking drama. I'd gotten an item off a high shelf earlier in this watery zone. I don't remember what you're talking about. Fuck. Oh. Monka. Monka, 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 monka. Monka ladder, chat. We have to bring Monka ladder from the other side of the universe. That's how we do this. We have to bring Monka ladder. Thank you, Cooper. Great hint. Great hint, buddy. Change a lot of death mode to be harder. Oh, you're doing master death mode, I see. We stealing that ladder again, yeah. You couldn't even pick master mode if you had Calamity installed? Not without additional mods. I see, you're doing something harder than I'm doing in Calamity. Sir! Monka. I like how the bullets also seem to have reach. By that, I mean like Magic the Gathering reach. They seem to hit flyers. That's what Low Calamity was like now that it exists innately. Hell yeah. I'm honestly, this recent playthrough of Terraria being on Expert definitely makes me as reinforced by feel that Expert is better. Master was fun, but Master was kind of extreme. Like there were a lot of times where it was genuinely just kind of unpleasant to exist. Me and BF watched final episode of House of the Dragon last night. Han Solo dies at the end and Aragon defeats the Shade Durza. Actual Aragon spoilers, Mira? The Shade Durza. Holy shit, that just brought me back. Didn't Durza have like one of those sword blades that was like wobbly looking, like a serpent thing? Cookie Mira, my god. Yeah, now the screen's 3 wide gaps make sense. They were nothing to me before. Huge. Nice. I'm kidding, I didn't even get the reference. Aragon. Great book. Great book that I read when I was 10. You... Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Evasion powder. Stand vulnerable longer after damage and briefly after exiting burrow. Dude. That's pretty big. Iframes on coming out of burrow is a pretty big deal. Just a dodge roll now? Yeah, you can be hit underground by some attacks. I think you're not quite just a dodge roll, but it's definitely getting there. Let's go. Just imagine everyone's brains lit up once you discovered your first ladder secret. Instead, you just kind of dropped it off for not much reason. Yeah, I guess, frankly, Thebes, I had already gotten a reward out of it. So I thought that was the reward. And then I thought I was clever for even getting the second reward where the Monka gave us stuff. I guess now you're kind of right that I guess I should, like, see where else I can fucking take this ladder, right? Like, will you let me get over here? No. New friend, ladder friend. Oh. Take this to the fishing hole and we can get that other rope down. Take this to the fishing hole and we can get that other rope down. What about this rope over there, actually? Are you reachable? Yes, sir. I still have the magnet equipped. Love that backdrop. Also, I see you at the top of the waterfall. Okay, you are nothing. Whoa, it's like a pirate ship. Lean it down. You made it back? Oh, this is where the game started. You're right. The shipwreck. Like making it back to Undead Asylum in Fart Souls 1. Whoa, fuck off, bro. Jeez. No, I lost my ladder now, didn't I? Fuck, I gotta go get my ladder back now? Like a peasant? The ladder did genuinely get us up that thing, though, chat. So we should see what we can do with this motherfucking ladder. Fish boss? He did. He seemed like a very serious fish. I do wish there was a faster way to get this... Wait! It stays in the screen it was on? That's awesome. I might have learned that last time and simply forgotten. Did I get the rope? I couldn't see if I actually knocked it down. Oh yeah, you needed the ladder to get that one, which I figured out that ladder secret. And I got up here. All right, almost back. Chinese in the beach. Right? Probably special fishies you can only get here. That guy is fucking serious. Holy shit, that guy's serious. Okay, we gotta be really ready if we're gonna try to fight one of those fuckers again. Plain and simple. Lobster fight with those lobsters? In a game like this, even the fishing is hard. Yeah, legit. Yes, sir. Whoa, below decks? This is so sick. You see that, chat? The daggers and the hammer, but I already have the hammer. That'll probably be a hammer upgrade then, though. Which will be both hammer upgrades. Please, sir? Yes! Let's go. That was actually a clean fight. That was actually clean game of part cheesy, chat. Shit, I have no keys. I need keys to get those weapons. I guess good to know they're here, though? You need all the keys for this. Huh. Okay. Come back later then, I guess. Oh my god, I didn't know it was over here. Yeah. Good knowledge, though. I got here with just one key. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's good knowledge. By all, I mean 3. 3 is kind of a lot. Either way, we found it. We know that we can fight the fishy guys there. And did we hit this rope? Yes, we did. All right. Bring the ladder to the into the ship. No, I can't burrow with the ladder on my back, which is like the big limitation of it, basically. Good. Can't go up and over that, right? Yeah. Deep. He's schmoovin'. This game has schmovement. This game absolutely has schmovement. This is the kind of game that, looking at it, I really did not expect it to be as movement focused as it is, but movement is a huge deal in this game. Giant part of how you play. Whoops. Kitty. Can I throw diagonally? No. Catch it. Yes, sir! Worth. All right, chat. This is gonna work, dog. This is gonna work. Right? No, it won't work, chat. Unless... it won't work. It's a nice idea. Tried it here too, yeah? I'm not sure I can think of any other spots off the top of my head, but I'm tempted to kind of just like carry this ladder around. You know? We could also leave it here. We don't have to give it back to him soon, do we? Well, don't think that should try to go to sleep. Hell yeah. The owner will still will miss his ladder. That's true. What about the right ledge? I don't think so. It didn't look like it was possible. But good night, Evil. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Take this to the next screen with us. That shouldn't still hit me by the laws of up. Hello, dear. Is that a salad? Disgusting, Leah. She said she knew I was going to be disappointed. The owner never seeing his ladder ever again. Whatever, man. I've already bought all his goods. Tell us more about these laws of up. Yeah, that's all I know. Oh, wait. This is the end, chat. That's a they block us from taking the ladder out of here. We can't take it to the right. Would have been sick if we caught that. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let me get it over there, chat. Let's try. No, it actually looks like very explicitly they're not. They clearly thought through what the ladder could do. I do wonder if the ladder was the only way to get that other rope there. That actually sounds kind of plausible. Like the rope that got me to the ship, I mean. You cannot throw it over the fence. Nope. It was the only way? Nice. Okay. Well, that's pretty good then, right? Yeah, they're not going to let me get it over there, it looks like. Because we have it, let's go ahead. Let's keep testing it a little bit. Yeah, there's one right here, chat, we haven't gotten. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lantern Cave. Ooh. The hell? Ow. Why did I take damage? Fun, okay? Love the look of those lanterns. Where the fuck are we going? You know they hid shit back in that darkness. Yep, I see some of it right there. Shit. You have a lantern too? No? There's a sidearm lantern. It might generate light, actually. I don't have it on me, though. Kitty. Kitty fucking shit. Kitty shit. I wait for the guy to come down the little boat. Now look, where it wants me to go through right here. See it? Yes. Yes, sir. We come down here just to get that skull? Yeah, and there's a way up to the left there I saw. What about if we go up? Yes, sir. Whew. All right, hold on. We can do this. Go. Yup. Earning them bones. Max plasma vials. Let's go, dude. Very rewarding exploration. Fun, fun. Grab those. Get me out of here. Hell yeah, dude. Nowhere to take the ladder there. Ladder can't go there. Take the ladder back over to Monka. We could take the ladder over this way. Anything here? No. Looking over the screen, it does not look like it to me. What about, where does this go again? Here. Ladder could make it here, chat. Which is the other side of this room. This is that same room, and the ladder could make it here. Does that actually change our prospects for, like, down over here? Not really. Right? Because we're still blocked here. Unless maybe we can throw the ladder over this fence? Because I can't jump over those fences. Yeah, that's worth testing. That's worth testing. Wait, actually, no, we can't get you over there. Wait. No. Strategically placed blocking lamp, yeah. Bro does not want to leave the ladder. The dichotomy of chat. The dichotomy of chat. Rafay, would you mind scrolling up a little bit and recalling when Thebes admonished me for leaving the ladder behind before? Because I'd apparently left some big money on the table. I'm merely trying to be thorough. I'll fucking do it again. But it does seem like this is the end of the ladder. Okay, let's do this. My discomfort ladder. Let's do this. Actual backseat question. Are we done with the ladder? Mina knowers, are we done with the ladder? Yes. Okay, nice. I'm not. Okay. If we're done with the ladder, chat, let's be civilized. Let's be civilized and let's give it back. We gotta put a fucking button on this whole thing, you know? Looking over at Leah eating a salad over there, chat. We're supposed to go look at, like, engagement ring stuff tomorrow, and I don't know. I'm reconsidering. You know? She's a salad eater? Wait, really? Yeah, we are actually. My mom's coming down for breakfast and she has some like family heirloom gemstones. She has some family heirloom gemstones as well as some of my grandma's old like gold bands and stuff. My mom's effectively like being a supportive mother is like, I want to see what I can get you so that we can like keep the cost to like get engaged as cheap as possible. It's like, hell yeah, Ma, good looking out. As well as, I don't know, I personally think the idea of, like, keeping stones in the family and stuff is kind of just nice, you know? In, like, a sentimental sense. Hi, Ladder. Thanks for finding it. Not sure I misplaced it, but glad there are trustworthy folks like you. You're welcome, pal. I did that with a family stone and my wife loves it. Hell yeah, squirrels. New band, though. Yeah, we're not gonna keep the bands, but the thing is, my mom is willing to give us some of the bands because we could sell those along with, like, when we go into the jeweler with the stones, we could also be like, and here's a few gold bands to put towards it, basically. All right, now I need to actually find my way into the bayou, chat. Because all of this was to go to the bayou, but at the same time, we're getting stuff, man. I'm getting trinkets. I'm getting things. This is completion, baby. More silver than gold. You want to go silver for the engagement ring? Kind of figured. I feel like most people do go silver for engagement rings. Like, my mom's bands are definitely silver for... Yep. Came back in search of a mirror, found tons of treasure along the way. Yeah, and it's awesome. It's fun. And it also, like I've said before, this game is doing the perfect thing of setting me up to want to do another playthrough. Because it'd be fun to play the game again, knowing where the shit is and, like, being efficient and getting it the first time through and stuff, you know? Love that stuff. Stuff's starting to get a little purple. Yes, sir! We entered the bayou from the front this time, chat. We did it right. I remembered. Ow. Oh, I should switch back to my, floaty trinket. Now we gotta find where the mirror is, chat. Gold can work very well on my skin tone, but aesthetically silver is just nicer. Yeah, that's fair, Mira. Assuming your skin tone is like your profile picture. I feel like I know exactly the vibe you're talking about. Yep. Yep. God, areas like this are so fun, chat. They're just baby enemies. You can kind of just hit stuff. But it's also like you can kind of hit stuff, but it's earned, you know? Wow, the magnet thing actually pretty nice for kind of cheesing some of this treasure. The pierce on the bullet's so nice. Hit some harder stuff to hit this stuff harder, yeah. This whole way to go. Character from Arcane. Mira, I was literally thinking of her. I was literally thinking of her. I was trying to think of her name. The lady that Jace is boning with the gold makeup. It's awesome. And she wears like all the gold rings and stuff. I was literally thinking of that character. And she's got that like warmongering mother. Wait, secrets. I've been here, not secrets. Smash the warmongering mother. The warmongering mother's hot as hell. Yeah, that scene where she's like in the bath and shows her full nudity to Jace to like assert a kind of like almost like masculine dominance with her feminine sexuality in a very cool and like, you know, I don't know, different kind of way. Yeah, I would definitely, like, bury my face in her, like, big warmongering titties. That's for sure. Ah. Crystal's really pretty, yeah. Yeah, like, get me in that tub. Remember Xerxes in 300 and his gold everything? I do, yeah. I do. I like Xerxes in 300. I'm a 300 enjoyer, even if I generally think that Zack Snyder kind of sucks. At this point, I feel like there was a time when I liked Zack Snyder, and I've now come around to be like, no, I think he's actually kind of bad. I will say, though, while I don't love him, while I don't love Zack Snyder or his stuff, at least he's got a style, man. I'll always say that for what it's worth. Like, while, you know, I don't necessarily love his style and find it a little mundane and repeatable. I think it is always a good thing if you're a director who people can be like, this is a blank movie. Just by, like, watching a scene from it, you know? So there's something to be said for that. I would rather have lots of Zack Snyders in the world than lots of, like, you know, I don't know, the directors that Marvel's hiring. You enjoy his rendition of Dawn of the Dead? I don't know he did a Dawn of the Dead. Do you mean the one, like, in Vegas with Dave Bautista? Yep. Why the hell is Crunch still up? It's past his bedtime? Yeah, I don't have a bedtime now. I got laid off, bro. I'm living that D-Gen life, son. I'll probably stay up till 3 a.m. playing fucking Grim Dawn tonight, dude. 2004 remake. It was directed by him. Oh, I didn't know. That, I don't really remember that movie very much at all. I know the one. It's got Vic Rames in it, right? They chill on that mall. Laid off or laid on, change the mindset. That's true. But your mother's going to be here. Huge. Missed a shiny back there. Hold on. Alright. This room, we found this before, didn't we? Something led us back here. Right, this is where we came out of that other pipe, maybe? Yeah. Buster Bounce. Defeat 3 enemies in a row with only double bank shots using the Buster. Let's go, dude. I just got a trophy for that one. See the Pokemon recomp? No, what's that? Miraboo smoked weed today, did she? Miraboo? The Gerber baby? The Finnish sniper Gerber baby Miraboo? Moonlit Path, don't fuck with this. For the original, with a hell of a remake. Watch them both every October. Nice, hell yeah. The Big Lagoon. The Big Lagoon, chat. Pokemon Blue Red shirt at the mall, 30 years old. I got nothing against Pokemon merch. I will say one time, I've been dating a girl for a little bit, and I took her to meet my mom, and she chose that day. She chose that day to wear, like, the most childish Pikachu t-shirt I've ever seen in my life. And I didn't say anything about it, but I did silently judge her a little bit. I was like, this is the outfit you chose to meet my mom? You know, like, no, I love Pokemon too, and normally any other day, whatever, but... And my mom was like, no judgment. My mom truly did not care at all. But my judgmental ass was like, really? You found like 300 BC nugs today? Holy. Finnish sniper Gerber baby Miraboo has such a nice flow. It kind of does. Why not the Moonlit Path? Because we already did all that garbage. If the fucking mirror's on that thing, I'm gonna cry. I don't remember what I wore the first time I met your mom. Me either, but it was just something a little more normal coded. Damn it. Promising. No more moon? We beat the moon. We killed the moon. Oh, yeah. No more moon. Cheesecake Factory? Let's go. My sweatpants and oversized sleep shirt to meet yours next time. Yeah. Exactly. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. And again, I'm not saying I was expecting something not casual. That was just, I'm a pretty casual guy, but that was a degree of like, for first time meeting a parent, it's sort of like an event, you know? You take a significant other and meet your parent, you are sort of being like, hey, maybe this is something. So this is when we're actually getting kind of close to the boss, chat. Let's get past some of y'all, because I'm just looking for this dang mirror, man. We're nothing to display warmongering dominance? Like that lady from Arcane, Beefy, you're not wrong. For Hugs Nemo's clients, I'll bust one out of my high school Affliction t-shirts when we thought that was the shit. Yes, the Affliction shirt. The Affliction shirt, which says, I watch MMA, but do not do it. Hey, Yak, with the gifted sub. Yo, dude, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Too kind. Thank you, Yak. You don't need to do that, buddy. Thank you, thank you. We love our Yak around here. Give Yak a follow if you haven't, chat. We enjoy Yak. It's been a while since he streamed, but he might be getting back to it. Unfollowed. Dude, yes. I'm kind of getting the hang of this gun now. It means it's time to switch. Fuck the stream for me. Literally won't load. No! Well, Yak, I thanked you a lot, if it matters. Which it does. Uh-oh. Woo! Phone up, chat. Yo, let's go. Oh, it's one of those ones? Okay. Oh, well, but yeah, haven't been around much. I do plan on changing it, but it'll be a minute. I don't even have a place in my new city yet. No worries at all, Yak. I know you got to do your shit. You moved? I thought the new job you got was still in your same area. Hope the move went well, man. That shit's stressful as hell. I hate moving. Honestly, right now, Leah and I are like, maybe never move again. You know? Alright. You're sus to me. Yeah. New jobs in a new city. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I hope it's going well, dude. Was your girlfriend able to move with you? I remember all this. Okay, but no, we'll both have to be in the new city July next year. Both in the new city July next year. Gotcha. Well, I get it, man. I know how that stuff can be. I hope it all works out for you, buddy. I hope life's been all right with all the big stuff happening. Painted layer. So that leads to the boss. You know what? Kitty? You put me down there? We'll be paying 2 rents? Jeez, that sucks. Yeah, I don't think it's over there. I don't think it's over there, Cooper. I could be wrong. But I went this way. Once again, I know this whole episode has been a lot of just backtracking, so for anyone looking for progress, sorry. But this is still important stuff, man. I want to see what's on the other side of all those locked mirror things. And honestly, we've gotten a ton of shit doing this. We've gotten a ton of shit. There was that way over at the bottom left here, wasn't there? Down over here, I remember a way to go. Maybe this is where the mirror is. Yeah, right here. That's the moonlit path, though. Is the mirror on the moonlit path? Maybe? Back to the boat bog, right. So no, probably not. Well, whatever, let's go look. I don't really remember what's along the moonlit path, apart from the moon that we murked. But this also says moonlit path, not the bayou. It's still kind of part of the bayou. But technically the mirror said it would be in the bayou. I don't remember anything? Me either, Jay. Sometimes it's better that way, right? Remember all this, and then it's just the boss fight. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes. Fucking yes, dog. Let's go. Dude. We did it, baby. Maybe the real mirror is the moon we lit along the path. Nah, we got it, baby. We got it. Western edge of Nox's Bayou, moonlit path. Oh, did it say that the whole time? I legit stopped reading after the purple words, chat. I will not lie to you. I definitely read this fucking sign earlier, saw Nox's Bayou, and then was like, that's good. Oh, there's 3 or 4 sub names, like the floors of the crypt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I knew it was the moonlit path, I could have gone right there. For the sign, then got the moonlit path and went, nah, not the moonlit path, yeah. I was like, that ain't the bayou, dog. The moonlit greatsword path, yeah. We don't really need to fight you again. You know, it's 10:42, chat. Honestly, that's probably a good progress point to call it for the night, huh? These mirrors like Celeste B-side? No, not really. They're just, it seems like if I get all the mirrors that are available, I will unlock the ability to go through this. A, it's like another form of fast travel. But B, I will unlock the ability to go up here. Which, I don't know what that's going to be, but it's going to be something, beef. It's going to be something. We got to find out. And I'm kind of catching up on the zones I already did, you know? So there's that zone, and now we have the September one, which we can deal with that next time. We'll get the September one next time, and then we'll be all caught up on our mirrors. And, like, now, whenever we go to a zone, we can just be looking for the mirror there. Like, when we go to Bone Beach, we can be actively looking out. Yeah, it's like Mario Extra World, maybe. I don't know, but sure. Okay. It's exactly like the auto zone. That I do know. Let's go ahead and call it there tonight for Mina, everybody. That was a lot of fun. That was a fun extra, or kind of late stream. We started late. We went a little late. But genuinely, very fun. I love playing this game. We're going to be playing it again on Thursday. We're going to be playing it again on Thursday. We'll play for longer then. Probably get more progress done. But frankly, I honestly don't care if this game takes us a while at this point. Yes, I'm excited to get to Isaac afterwards, but literally every play session has been basically just bliss. It's so fun. So I'm excited if this game takes us a long time. I want to try to get all the things I can. I want to get all the stuff. I want to do all the things. It's fun. I want to hit all the bosses. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed as well. Thanks for being here. If you did and you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody. And hey, good night, Greg. Good night, Squirrels, Deegan, Mira. Thanks for hanging, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end stream over on the YouTube side. No stream tomorrow. We'll be back on Wednesday with some Terraria Calamity. Maybe the last Terraria Calamity session. We're going to feel it out and see from there. There's all the drama going on about it, so I don't know. We're going to do one more session and we'll see. But thanks for hanging, YouTube. We'll see you then. Freeman, thanks for being here. Good night, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, April Fools. Yeah.